Hi, everyone, and welcome to a Valentine's Day special edition of the Colin and Miles show.
I'm Colin.
And I'm Miles. Welcome to the show. All right, so today what we are going to do as a fun little skit is something that we recently saw at a wedding we attended, where they would ask the bride and groom a question, and it would be either the answer being bride or groom or whatnot.
Well, they were sitting back to back, and they like who was older, and
Yeah.
they held up that person's shoe.
The list we found online from Thought Catalog
Yes.
has 100 questions to see what your boyfriend really thinks of you. So, unfortunately, she doesn't have a boyfriend. She just has me. And so what we're going to do, and we're probably going to skip some inappropriate ones, but we'll post the link below so you can use it with your significant other. If it's Colin, we'll hold up a little thing that says Colin, and if it's me, we'll hold up this. Let's get started. First question is,
We already talked about this one,
yeah, because, we were trying to figure out what we were doing.
and I think neither of us, because he remembers anniversaries, and
I think I have my biggest problem is like the year span. Like, how many years have you been married? And I'll be like, oh, 23. And it's actually been what, like 7. So.
I just tell them we've been married since 2013, and they could do the math.
Oh, that's a lot better. All right, who is most likely to forget why they walked into a room? And this is exactly why I said that I would forget an anniversary, because there are sometimes I'll walk into a room and think, well, it was a nice walk here, but what am I doing here? All right, and do you want to read the next?
Who's more likely to post a kissing picture on their Instagram?
Yeah, probably me. I it's not that she's against PDA.
I feel like you kiss me and take a selfie, and I'm not going to be doing that.
Oh yeah. Well, plus your arms aren't, long enough, really. Okay, so moving on is, who's most likely to buy the other person a gift they hate? Go ahead.
I think neither.
I
all
do it as a practical joke. I think it would be hilarious.
Neither. Blank cards.
Blank cards. Okay, all right.
We're not mean to each other like that.
I know.
What? Who is most likely to get arrested?
Just because she's, terrified of doing anything wrong.
And he's gotten pulled over multiple times for speeding, so.
Multiple times.
Yes, like
Yeah.
5.
How many tickets
Since I
have we
know
got?
you. 1.
There, okay.
No, 2.
1.
Oh.
Who's most likely to fall asleep during a movie? Yeah, I it's not that I don't like movies. I just fall asleep.
If he can't be moving around, he falls asleep.
Yeah.
Who's most likely to write a love poem?
Right.
Both. You thought you? I thought me, but then
I thought you at first, but then I was thinking to myself, you're such a perfectionist, you'd probably like say I can't, and I'd never see it. So you'd probably do it, but I'd never know about it.
Who's most likely to get a hideous tattoo?
Well, this is an unfair question.
Why?
Why? Because I have gotten a hideous tattoo before.
I was thinking you mostly because you are not planned out, and if I get a tattoo, I'm gonna plan it out first.
Imagine that. Who's most likely to cry over a sad movie? I'm trying to think, but what was the last thing that you got really sad about?
That cat poem.
So there are these cats that have no home, and they're
They
just around
live
the neighborhood.
outside.
And so I built this house at the suggestion of her and her mother for them to, just hang out and have shelter. Like, it's snowing right now, so they have shelter, food, and water. Their mom sent this cat poem, and it was really nice, just like, even though, I'll never be
A black cat.
a lap cat. You're my friend. And, it just, like, she just got so emotional over it. It was adorable. Who is most likely to sing along to a pop song on the radio? I think that goes without saying.
Who is most likely to laugh during a funeral?
I laugh at inappropriate times. It's tough sometimes.
Who is most likely to get jealous over something silly?
I don't remember the things you get like jealous about. I always like mentally capture the moment because of how adorable you are. Like, come on.
Who is most likely to leave the dishes in the sink for days?
Some of them have the soap. Who is most likely to pick a crappy movie to watch? I know what she's gonna say, and I'm just gonna say neither of us, because both of us pick good movies. So, in
our opinion.
To be fair, and I'll let the viewer decide. What was your take on The Fifth Element?
It was too old for the technology they needed to make it a good movie. And it reminded me of a Power Rangers movie, but I wasn't invested in these characters like Power Rangers, so I couldn't get past the extra. Like the cheapness of the movie.
Fifth Element, a cheap movie. All right, moving on. Who is most likely to bring home a stray puppy?
Or kitten.
It's happened before.
Hey, you would do it too.
What?
You would bring home a stray cat or puppy.
I don't know. As you had both cards up, yeah, I probably would.
I'm less likely because I said 3 is enough.
3 strays or 3 pets?
3 pets.
3 pets. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So we're both very likely. I'm more likely if she's with me.
He's just more impulsive than me.
That's true. There's some really crappy questions in here.
Inappropriate question for our show.
Yes. All right. Who's more likely to steal shampoo from a hotel room? There's sample sizes. You gotta sample them.
I don't even use that stuff.
Just to be clear, when we're packing... we're just going there for a night? Oh, sure, yeah, pack 3 bags, Colin.
I need options.
Options.
In case the weather changes.
Options, yeah. Who's most likely to murder a stranger after a fit of road rage?
Theoretically?
Theoretically. She follows the rules to a T. If it says no right on red, she's not turning right on red. And I taught her a little trick whenever she's at one of those no right on red turns, and you can also go straight. I told her, don't put your signal on to say you're turning right. That way people don't have an excuse to honk at you. You can turn.
Yeah.
Make them think you're going straight.
And I do that.
Who's most likely to eat a bag of chips in one setting? Where's that basket? There it is. 1 second. It'll be gone before the day's over when I open it.
Which will probably be today. For movie night.
Yeah. Who's most likely to go a week without showering? I don't think either of us.
Blank cards.
Yeah, blank cards on that one.
Who's most likely to take pictures of the other while they're sleeping? I take lots of pictures while he's sleeping. Well, maybe not anymore, but...
Of me sleeping?
Yes! Like, I took a lot of you in South Carolina because the cats would lay on top of you, or you would just look like a baby. You look so like a big, giant rat baby.
I'm a baby. All right. Who's most likely to steal all of the blankets?
While we're sleeping or during the day?
Generally, I don't know.
Well, it depends.
No, I think this is pretty cut and dry. Because she complains that I cocoon is all, like, have the blanket tucked in under me.
Yeah.
And I guess whenever I roll the other way at night, it takes covers from her.
And then I can't pull him back because he's all rolled up inside.
So sometimes before she'll actually get in bed, she'll come to my side of the bed and pull the blanket from out under me. You're cocooning. Stop it.
Ooh. Who's most likely to lose their keys?
I always find them though.
Even though we have a designated basket for them. You have to put them in the basket first.
Keys are like multi-tools. You can use them to get into things.
Who's most likely to pre-game before a party? Because I'm thinking of like whenever we're having like a movie night or cooking a nice meal, you will pre-game it by eating a bunch of snacks.
They're called snacks.
Yeah, he pre-games it. That's what he calls it. So you
Yeah.
You would eat a bunch before you go somewhere else.
Hey, I'm a grown boy. How rude.
Who is most likely to turn down an invitation out to stay home and watch Netflix?
Okay. You have both cards. I thought you said, yeah. She's not a fan of the people.
I'm a wallflower. A pretty wallflower.
Who's most likely to try and return an expensive item after they've already worn it? Like, I don't know what it is, but if she hadn't even used it, oh no, like, people return things. It's okay. Who's most likely to go skydiving?
Yeah.
I don't think, especially after we listened to that case files.
Oh. I'm never going.
Yeah. Oh.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Who's most likely to win a teddy bear out of a claw machine? Because this has a good story. This weekend, I was in a bowling tournament, and every game, Miles brought me a stuffed animal from the
See, what
claw
you
machine.
didn't realize is I had seen the layout of the claw machine earlier, and I went over and I spent $6 and won 3 different animals. And so whenever she was bowling, I snuck back to where I was seating and put all of the won animals underneath my seat. And so as she won each game, I set a new one out there and said, "Congratulations, you're a winner." And the first one was this chicken, and she's like, "Thanks." And they progressively got better, because I knew that one of them that she'd really like, I saved it for the end.
Yeah.
Who's most likely to eat fast food for a week? Just because it's fast food doesn't mean it's bad food. Who's most likely to get up on the stage and sing karaoke?
Only if Miles is with me.
She's a rock star. But who's most likely to win a dance contest? Her by a long shot. I've seen it. Whenever we first started dating, she would play, what is that called?
Dance Central.
Dance Central. And, there's this move that she had to do. And
that was an easy dance.
Oh, okay. So she's familiar with easy dances.
It was an easy one because it was like cheerleading
so she's
moves.
probably familiar with, more difficult dances. So.
Who's most likely to play a prank on the other person?
By a long shot, me.
Yeah.
But I purposely don't pull pranks because I know how bad I'd feel after because you're such a sweetheart and I just don't want to scare you or pour cold water on you while you're showering.
Or put glue in my shampoo or something.
I would not do that, especially after that Tessica Brown girl with her freaking Gorilla Glue in her hair. Oh my God!
Who is most likely to approach a celebrity they see on the street?
That's just because I'm a social butterfly.
And you're not afraid of people.
You're not afraid of people.
I'm afraid of celebrities. I'm not afraid.
I know.
Intimidated.
Who's most likely to read a book, watch a show, just because everyone else has been talking about it?
It depends. Show Miles. Book me.
Yeah.
Wait, that was upside down. Me. Why is that even a question?
Which one?
Who is most likely to shop at Target? Is Target like a controversial saying or something?
I don't know. Maybe it is.
I say both. I really like going to Target. It's so colorful.
Target.
It's so colorful.
It's Target. Who's most likely to become friends with a stranger over the internet?
Well, but you talk to random people on the internet for fun.
I know.
I don't. You were a one-time thing. You
Oh.
were a one-time, and I met you in person first. I didn't meet you on the internet.
Just backstory, whenever we met, her mom overheard me on the phone, and
We were at a movie theater.
so I was trying to talk to her because I thought she was pretty, and I had to talk to her mom because she hates people.
I don't hate people.
Yeah.
I don't like talking
You
to
don't
people
like
I don't know.
Okay,
And
all
my mom and him will talk to anybody they meet.
Until whenever we left and she was in the car with her mom, she's like, "I bet you have a Facebook friend when you get home."
And I said no. I think that guy was just talking because he likes to talk.
That followed suit with 2.5 weeks of me harassing her online and not getting a restraining order, and then the rest is history.
It was more like 4 weeks. Then we didn't meet up again until my birthday.
Okay.
And that was 25 days. Who's most likely to freak out over a text they misinterpreted?
Oh, this one's easy. Because she's so apprehensive of, people, and, well, not necessarily apprehensive, she just doesn't want to misinterpret. Oh, hi, Hank.
It's Hank.
This is a cat, and that's his bottom.
Everyone can see your butt, Hank.
Why don't you?
He's in a good mood. He's
Yeah,
letting you hold him. Okay, there we go.
Hang on here. Yeah, okay. So,
I overthink things, is what he was trying to say.
very much so.
Who's most likely to save a stranger's life?
Well, more specifically, because I don't know. Would you count that as saving that dude's life?
What?
The Euro place?
Well, maybe, but I was thinking because one, he's larger than me, he has medical knowledge, and he isn't afraid to get in the middle of things. He's always wanting to meddle in things. So.
Yeah, metal and things.
Metal.
But there was this guy at a Euro shop here in Oklahoma City, and I was meeting Jake Merrick, future state senator. Just crazy is I was driving up and I realized that the building was on fire, and I was looking at the smoke and I was like, "Oh, thanks, Navy. That's a class C fire," or whatever.
Whatever. You don't know.
I can't remember. It's now that Navy training is done. Anyways, it was a grease fire. And so I pulled around, and the guy's still sitting in this small shack. And I say, "Hey, man, get out of there. You're going to get smoke damage." And I peek my head in further, and, oh, hi, Hank. And here he comes again.
I asked him to come up here.
And I say, "You're going to get smoke damage." And I peek in, and the entire back wall is engulfed in flames. And at the same time, this other guy had come up there to the drive-through window, and so I grabbed his legs, and he grabbed his arms, and we flipped him outside of the freaking drive-through window. It's like, you're gonna die.
I wasn't there, but it sounded very intense.
Yeah.
We've reached the end of the list.
Yeah, but we'll post a link to it if you want to read all the questions. We just didn't feel like it was 100% necessary to read some stupid inappropriate questions. Anyways, we hope you enjoyed this humor, and
I hope that you've had a very nice Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I did, because I woke up to this,
It's not over yet. We have 2 movies to watch.
including
The Notebook.
I wonder if you cry during that one.
Probably. Even though I know what happens.
Well, don't ruin it for them.
I'm not.
Oh, well, they don't.
Why would you say that?
I don't know. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show. We'll see you next time.
Bye. You're cutting that out. I don't want to get people upset for ruining a movie that they should have already watched in 2004.